Mm-hmm. How's everybody doing? I'm gonna do. Yo, what's up? Can you hear me? Hey, Riz. Hey, Nirvani. Hey, Rana. Cool. How you ladies doing? Nirvani, what deck did you in, by the way? Did you know? Do you know what it is yet? Oh, you don't know. I don't know if you get to choose or did he tell you? Okay, cool. Cool, Riz. Kids are back to school. They gotta go bed early. I used to hate that when I was a kid. I was like, I don't want to go bed early. I want to watch TV or play Nintendo or something like that. I was pissed when my mom wanted to send me to bed. Okay, cool, Nirvana. Hi, Yolanda. Yeah, I thought I might do something different today. I'll just do all the I'll do air, fire, earth, and water, and just give a general energy on what I'm picking up. Do something different. Why not? Oh, you don't have to send it to me, Nirvana. I was joking. You know what? I have a few decks, but I only use one. I only use this same deck every single time because it's like I can't. I just don't feel right using another one. I've had this deck for years, but I just keep on cleaning it up. Because what happens is they start to stick, and then you gotta clean all the like stuff off the edges and stuff like that. I've seen some readers say that you should cut them, like cut the pieces, but then when you cut them, they're just gonna get messed up in a year or two again. Hey, Jan. Yeah, Jan, I'm alive. The tropical storm comes tomorrow, and it's getting smaller and smaller. So it's only like going to be like 45 miles an hour. So we'll be all right. Have some rain and stuff. Hi, Nida. How are you? So yeah, I'll get started now. I'm just gonna. I mean, yeah, sometimes I don't need cards, but it all depends. The cards help. It's just some people need them, some people don't. I need them. I like them. Hey, Ninja, what's up? So yeah, I'm gonna get started anyway. I'm gonna start with air signs, fire, earth, and then water. I'm gonna go down in that order. I'm just gonna give like a couple cards on each element and see what's going on. Just general read, nothing in particular. Whatever I get, whatever I get. All right, so I'm gonna start with air. Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. What we got for 'em? I swear this card comes up like every single time. All right, so air signs I got for you is the Empress upright, the High Priestess reverse, and the Five of Cups upright. So basically, what this means is to me is I don't know what it is with this week, but even less yesterday's reading I did for every sign, I'm just getting like, hey, Lucky, I'm just getting basically women are going to be the focus. Like women in general are going to be the focus this week, whether you're a mom, a sister, a wife, a girlfriend, it doesn't matter. If you're a woman, period, I feel like, hey, Elizabeth, I just feel like in general, you're going to have your hands full. And for some reason, that's what I get when I get the Empress. A lot of people say, oh, you're going to get pregnant and all that stuff, but that doesn't mean that to me. What it means is basically a woman's energy and a woman just trying to be successful at what she does, or, trying to get to a point in her life where she's stable. And I got the High Priestess reverse, which means that people around you are going to be shallow toward you, or they might not understand where you're coming from. They might treat you in some type of way because you're trying to get to a stable point in your life. If you're a daughter, your mom might be pissing you off, or if you're a woman and you got a sister, she might be pissing you off, or something like that. Or you might be dealing with a woman in your life that is not accepting you for your beliefs religiously, psychic, in a psychic way too. It could be anything to do with that type of situation. And basically, and the last card I got here is Five of Cups. And if this, to me, in this situation with these cards, it basically means that this woman that you're dealing with, or if you are the woman, it may be that you're not happy in your marriage. You're not happy in your relationship. You're probably going from psychic to psychic trying to find out what's going on. You're going from every reader on YouTube trying to find out what's the next, situation in your life. What's up, Leon? And so basically, this could be a woman in your life. So air signs, if you're a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, focus on getting out of this energy where even this could be at work as well. Like if you're at work and your boss is a woman, or you're dealing with a coworker that's a woman, like she might be coming to you to split up the partnership between you, or she's not happy with you, something to that effect. Like it's the woman that you're dealing with in general, in any situation, you're going to have to deal with her emotions, maybe possibly separating from that person, or dealing with them in some type of superficial way, something like that. So I feel for all the ladies, because that's what I've been getting a lot. That card's been popping up way too many times. So that's air signs. So next I got fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Just a general energy for what's going on as far as love, work, career, whatever you're looking into, whatever your situation is. What we got for fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Okay, finally something good. All right, so fire signs, what I got for you is the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Two of Wands. So what this basically means to me is something to do with family, something to do with money. You could be getting together with a family. If you're a family of four, like if you are in a family where you're the wife, the husband, and you have a daughter and a son, this is more pertaining to you, I feel. And you're going to have some deep emotional feelings between all of you. You're going to have to be bold. You're going to have to make decisions as far as your family. And you're just going to have to put your pants on and just get done. You're going to have to find out ways to make life better for your family. And if this is nothing to do with your family, this is to do with the union you have in work, and or like if this is to do with, let me see, like you feeling secure around your family. You might have family members who are treating you in some type of way, making you feel emotional, making you feel like you're determined to find another way, another solution, the truth, something to that effect. You're trying to like get to a point in your life, in your family life, you're trying to get to a point where you're trying to stabilize your family, your friends, you're trying to put everything into motion, everything into a stable place. If this is to do with money, money should be good for you. Money should be good coming up in the next 10 days. Things should be good for you money-wise. If you're Aries, Leo, and Sag, this is for fire signs. So try to be more dominant in what you do. Like just go there and get it done. That's basically what you got to do. This is your time to shine. This is your time to get clarity. This is your time. If you're looking to get pregnant and you want another child, this could be your chance to have that too. That's what I'm picking up as well. And be modest. Be mature. Attain your goals. Put your feelings, your emotions all into it. Ask your family. Ask your family if you ask your family for help if you need it. If you need financial help from a family member, they might help you out this week. And if you're dealing with a family member that's a male, he might be able to give you a financial boost, might be giving you some type of work. You might be able to lean on his shoulder this week. So there you go. That's what I got for fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So next is earth signs, which is Virgo. Actually, no, yeah. Virgo, Cancer, no, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. So all the earth signs now. What do we have for the earth signs in general? All right, so earth signs. What I got for you in general for the next few days is I got the Magician upright, I got the Chariot reversed, and the Five of Swords reversed. So I'm not getting anything to do with love, but if it is to do with love, I think that if you're single, just work on yourself work on yourself and try and get yourself to a point where you know that you have the right situation going on in your life. You don't need anybody else. You just want somebody else. Or you want to be in a relationship, but you don't need to be. Focus on what you have to do, because if you do try to get that, it's going to fail. And if you're trying to make plans, the plans might not be going right. This is for earth signs. So if you're an earth sign, things aren't looking too good for you in the next few days, because what I see here is you need to rest. You need to take time out for yourself. You need to manifest things and don't tell anybody about it. Try not to tell nobody that you have an uncertain outlook on things. Like, don't bitch and moan to somebody about your life. Try not to tell people your business. Like hey, what's up, TJ? Hi, Amber. Basically, for earth signs, what I'm seeing for you is something might go wrong this in the next few days, where you're like, I can't believe this shit happened. But you know that you have what it takes to make it better if it doesn't happen. And remember, if it doesn't happen today, it might happen tomorrow. If it doesn't happen at all, then it wasn't meant to happen. What's going to happen is going to happen. So take it one day at a time. earth signs, just take it one day at a time. This is what I'm getting. And if this is something to do with work, somebody might try to undermine you at work, but because they know you're a good salesman or a saleswoman, or if you're good at your job, people around you might try to unexpectedly get at you. Like they're like probably hating on you this week because you're good at what you do. You know? So things might look uncertain, but I feel that the earth signs in the next few days, I feel like you guys are going to have like a weak spell where you're going to feel really drained from everybody around you. You might be, I don't get disrespected, but I get like they're going to drain your energy because they want you to do this. They want you to do that. If you're a mom, your kids might aggravate you. If you're working and you're like a manager or you're in charge and the employees will aggravate you or the customers will aggravate you, but don't let it get you down. Just keep your head up and go all the way up. So that's what I got for earth signs. Don't worry and just try and get through the week without letting anybody take your energy. All right, last but not least, we got water signs. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio got water signs for the next few days. What's their general energy? In general, what we got for all the water signs. All right, water signs. What I got for you in general is things might be difficult for you in the next few days. You might be depressed about somebody. You might be depressed about something or someone. You might be in a place where you feel like everything's difficult. Nothing's going right for you. And you feel like you've lost a lot. But if you keep in that frame of mind of, I lost this, I lost that, or nothing's going right, my life is shitty, and I'm not getting paid, or I'm not doing this, or nothing's going right at work, I've got all this bad luck, all that type of shit, like trying to keep that out of your frame of mind. Keep that out of your mind. Make sure that you keep your frame of mind positive as much as you can, because I know it's hard to stay positive 24/7. Trust me, I know. And if you do that, if you eliminate the bad energy from your brain and focus on what's to come at the end of this week and at the end of this bad period or bad luck that you're going to have, I see things getting better for you. You're going to find out that all these bad things that have happened was meant to happen, and it's going to benefit you. Because sometimes shit's got to go downhill in order for it to go uphill. You know what I mean? Sometimes, like for instance, if your car is giving you trouble and you should have fixed it, but you said, fuck it, I can't, I'm going to do it some other time. I don't care. I'll hold it off for another week because I've got to do this and got to do that. And then all of a sudden, bang, your car messed up. And then you went ahead and you got it fixed. And then when it was fixed, you start driving and you're like, yeah, I got my car back. Everything's right. That type of vibe where, once you fixed it, you're going to be all right at the end of the day. So basically, for water signs in the next few days, keep your chin up. Know that if it's bad now, it won't be bad forever. Things are going to look up. Things are going to get better in every situation, whether it's love, whether it's your marriage, whether it's your job, whether it's money. Just, what I tell people sometimes is don't let the energy around you that's bad consume you. Because if you do, you're going to feel just like those shitty ass people that have made you feel shit. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, shit stinks and you want to stay away from it. So imagine that the people that are giving you bad energy, they stink, and you want to stay far away from those people. Because once you stay away from those people, you get the clarity, the joy, the happiness that you deserve and what you want. And Another thing that I'm getting here is, if you've lost someone in your life and you keep thinking about it, whether you lost your mom, your dad, your granny, whoever it is, like if you've lost someone or something or a pet, doesn't matter what you lost, it's gonna once you realize that that it's gone and you can't get it back. And then when you realize that that happened for a reason, you'll feel a lot better at the end of the day. That's the main message for the water signs. So that's everybody in general right there for the next few days. So hopefully the energy gets better and hopefully things go better for everybody, because right now the energy is everywhere, and basically just keep smiling, because everybody doesn't have a good life always. It's not always going to be, great, and not always going to be bad. But make the best out of your day. That's the best thing you can do. Make the best of your day. Take one day at a time. Don't plan shit because it might not happen. So just do what you got to do. Take it one day at a time. That's my advice to everybody. Is just take it one day at a time. All right. So that's all you got to do. That's the general energy I get for everybody for the next few days. You're welcome, guys. No problem. I just wanted to come on real quick and just give everybody a little something different. Appreciate everybody coming by. Go, everybody, check out Saturn Rising Tarot. He has a channel. Check out Fierce Tarot. Check out her channel. Check out Leo Fire 555. Check out all these great readers. It's not just me on here. It's a lot of people on here. We're all a part of the family and all a part of the community. So if everybody is in here, if you haven't checked out those other readers that are on this chat, check them out. We all need each other to grow. We all need each other to help each other, and that's how it should be. If you have a channel, just post it. I don't mind. I'm all about helping everybody else. That's how life should be. No problem, Leon. Hope you feel better, bro. So I'll be home. I'm probably not going to be working tomorrow because the storm's coming here tomorrow. So I'll probably be hanging out, riding out the storm. All right, Ninja. Good to see you. I don't know about anybody else, but I've been having some crazy ass dreams. That's for sure. Like these past few nights, I've been having some crazy, crazy dreams. Dreams have been like on a regular thing. All right, Leon. Yeah, it's been a dream fest for me. I don't know why, but I don't know if anybody else in the room is having this happen to him, but it's like I've been dreaming of people I don't really talk to or haven't seen in so long. It's like I had a dream of this guy that used to be my football coach, and he was he was one of my best friend's dad, and he was asking me about my dad. And he knows my dad, and he was like, "Yeah, Mark, how you doing, man?" I was like, "Hey, what's up? Haven't seen you in a while." He's like, "Oh, how's your dad doing?" And I was like, "Yeah, he's doing all right. Everything's cool." And then like all of a sudden, these keys fell in front of me in the dream while I was talking to this guy, and he was smiling at me, and the keys went on the ground. And the key was like this old. I used to have this lock for my bike, and the key was like square, and it had like a round piece on the end. So I was looking at the key, and I was like, "Oh, that looked like my old bike lock key." And I haven't seen that key in like probably 20 years, or a key like it. And I haven't seen this guy for about maybe 10 years or more. So I was like, why the hell did I see that guy and those keys? It didn't make any sense to me, and I always dream a lot about when I used to be in school. And I don't know why, because I hated school. I mean, I had a great time in school with my friends and all that, but school was like not my thing. And I don't know why the heck I've been dreaming about school stuff. Like I always dream that I can't see myself in the dream, but I can see like the teacher, the blackboard, like people in front of me. And I just like, I'm constantly, it's like my mind, like in the dream, it's someone, whoever's talking, I can hear them talking to the teacher or the teacher talking to them. Like the teacher was telling this guy that he had to put his tie on. Because when I went to school, we had a tie. So I found that weird because I hated ties and I hated putting up my socks. I just didn't like all that school stuff. I don't know why I dream about school. I have no idea. I guess I have to look up dreams and why do I dream about that. I guess it's because I'm constantly learning, I guess. I have no idea. But everybody I talk to lately, they're always telling me they're having some crazy ass dreams. I don't want to study anything new. Like I'm a high school dropout. I dropped out of school when I was 17 and I went straight to work. And everything I know today was hands-on training from people around me that helped me and taught me how to do things. I never went to college or anything like that. I'm just one of those people that don't like school and don't like to sit down with a book. Like I don't read books. I don't care about directions. I rather figure it all out. That's how I am. So I don't want to study anything. I don't study, period. I just try to, I never felt like I had to go back and study anything because I'm smart enough to learn what I have to learn. Like I've done pretty much everything, and if I want to learn, I'll just go on YouTube and check somebody do it and I'll go do it right after. Like the other day, my leaf blower was acting weird and it wouldn't start. So I went on I Googled leaf blowers and how to fix them and my brand that I had. And it was this hillbilly guy. And he was drinking a Corona. I can't remember his name. He was telling me, yeah, you got to do this, you got to do that. And I did exactly what he did, step by step, and it fixed my damn blower. And he goes, yeah, this will save you money. And I was like, shit, look at that. So I just learned from other people. That's the best thing you can do is just learn from everybody. But like even when I started getting into tarot like 10 years ago, when I started getting into psychic stuff and tarot and stuff like that, like I always felt like everybody sounded like a broken record to me, and they still do. Like tarot readers on here and everywhere, they sound like a broken record. They basically repeat the same meanings for every card. Not every reader, don't get me wrong, but like most readers, they say the same thing over and over and over. Man, every card has different meanings. They have tons of meanings. But it's like me, I don't do it that way. I took what I learned in tarot and I went and done it my own way, intuitively and how I explain things. And I look at the pictures more than anything. I'm a picture guy. I like to look at the pictures on the cards and explain it that way. So everybody has their way. Everybody's unique in their own way, does their own thing. Like even when I have my own maintenance business, so I do things different from another guy who does things, and it's just the way it is. That's how it is. You just keep learning. The best thing is just to keep learning. You don't need to go to college, in my opinion, and you just learn, It's like a nurse. When a nurse wants to be a doctor, she's gonna look at the doctor and look what he does and learn from him. So it's just that you just live and learn. That saying it means everything. You just live and learn, pretty much. That's how I got to be who I am today. I just learned from my elders, learned from people around me. Like when I started off being a mechanic when I was like 18. I worked at a gas station, and the guy had a garage, and he was teaching me how to do mechanical work. So I started learning from him. I became the manager of the place, and then I ended up being a mechanic full time for years, where I worked on bikes, cars, whatever. Like I did whatever it took to be successful, and that's what I tell everybody every day. Don't think you can't do something. If you put your mind to it, if you have the ambition, and then people say, well, I don't have the time. I don't have the time to do that. Yes, you have to find time. You got to find time. Find the time. If you really want to change your life and change your job, or want to learn something you've always wanted to, I have a lot of people tell me, oh, I want to be this or I want to be that. Well, do it. There's a lot of people who said to me, oh, I read cards, but I would never get my channel. I was one of those people. And now look, I'm doing it. So it's something I love to do, but I never thought I was going to come on here and do it. But I'm sure we all said that at one point. Every reader that's on here probably said the same thing. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to go on here or whatever. But here we are. And we're all a big community now, helping out each other. And that's the way it should be. It's the way life should be. Everybody should help each other. That's my opinion. At least help people who help you back, or act like they care enough to be helped. That's the thing. If you want help, take it. Don't be shy to get help either. Yeah, Rose, do it. Why not? Because after, like, you know what? I would love to do that too, because I'm a person that I don't really care to stand up in front of people. It doesn't bother me. Like I used to be a DJ, and I used to stand up in front of tons of people, throughout my life. And I used to play music in clubs, and you know what happens when you fuck up? If you're a DJ, when you mess up in the club, people are gonna look at you like, yo, why the song stop? So it's like that. So you have to be on your on point when you're in front of people. Try not to flop. But at the end of the day, just that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. If you want to be in front of people and talk, that's the best way. And if you I always tell people, don't be afraid to be in front of people, because once you grab their attention and you've got them, and you know that the next time it'll be that much easier. That's how I feel. Not everybody's going to be the same, because some people are weaker than others, and some people are, got more balls than others. But, there's a lot of people who go out there and speak in front of hundreds of people, maybe 10 people, 20 people. Start off small and work your way up if that's what you want. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what I did. I started off being a DJ in high school and playing for high school parties. Then I would do like these church parties, like do party. I did a lot of parties for free. I done more free parties than I did paid parties, because that was basically what I wanted to do. Like I felt the love from people. People gave me the go ahead they gave me the confidence that I knew what I was doing. And once you have that confidence, you can do it every day. I was a DJ for 20 years, and I made it to the top here at one point. And then after that, my generation was gone pretty much. And I found myself playing to little kids. So I didn't want to do that anymore. So I retired and gave it up, and the new young guys, give them my time and my light. And I moved on to, once I stopped DJing, I found tarot. I started getting into psychic stuff, because my cousin's husband, he was psychic, and he told me that I had abilities and I can be just like him. And I didn't believe it. I was like, yeah, whatever. So, I just started to get into it, started to listen to psychics, and started getting readings. And, a lot of the readings didn't happen. And it just discouraged me. And I was like, you know what? I'm sure I can be better at this than a lot of people because I know that I'm smart enough to figure it out. So I grabbed a deck of cards and bought a deck of cards and just started messing around and doing readings for my sister and my friends and people that were close to me, other psychics when I got cool with them. And then I realized that I had it. I had that type of, I can do it, you know? So I started doing it. And here I am 10 years later, still doing it because I like it. And one day I'll probably say, fuck it, I won't do it no more. I do something totally different. But that's just it. While you're here on earth, make the best of it. Just do what you gotta do. Just whatever you feel like doing, do it. You know? Whatever you feel like doing, do it. Just if you have an urge to do something, like Rose just said, you know, you have an urge, you want to speak to, you know, people, kids in school or whatever, yeah, go for it. Why not? You want to start your own business? Do it. Last week on the 20th, on September 20th, made 12 years I've been on my own. Have my own maintenance business. And I would have never thought when I started, when I was 30, like I basically emptied out my bank account. I bought a brand new car, a brand new van type of car so I can have all my tools. I bought old tools. I bought ladders. I bought everything I needed. I basically emptied out my bank account to buy everything I needed for my business. I sat down, I signed the papers, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. I can't turn back now. And then I just started. I got some business cards, put it out there, and that's it. And then here I am 12 years later, still doing the same thing. So I encourage everybody to fulfill their dreams, go out and do it. You know, even if it doesn't work, then try something else. Good night, everyone. Good night to anybody else when they leave. I've not been paying attention to the chat too much. So yeah, if you whatever you feel like doing in life, just do it. Because you know, it's just even if you know, I wouldn't say fail. Even if you feel like you don't want to do it no more, then that's your sign to do something else. You know? It's like we're in school. When we're in school and we're young, we try to play sports, right? This is just an example. If you like basketball, you start playing basketball, but you realize everybody else around you is a lot better than you. And then you start to realize, like, you know what? Maybe I'm not that good at basketball. Let me go try and play tennis. So then you start playing tennis and you realize that, yeah, this is the shit. I'm good at this. You know, then you realize, oh, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna get motivated to play more tennis. I'm gonna try and, you know, beat some people, try and do this and do that. And then you realize you're a great tennis player. And then 2-3 years down the road, you're in a tournament and you win. So then you knew right away that basketball wasn't for you. Tennis was. You know? That's it. Keep trying everything you can to find something you're good at, something you really like. You know, even if you really liked basketball, but you ended up being a tennis player, it happens every day to these athletes. There's so many guys out there that, like, I don't know, I can't remember who it was, but the other day they were saying, because I'm a sports guy, so this guy was saying, yeah, I was a good athlete my whole life. I was a great basketball player, but I'm a better football player. You know, and that's the example I always make. He did like basketball, but he ended up being a football player. You know, and some people are really good at a lot of things. Yeah. Yeah, Rose, I know. Yeah. Right. Yeah. A lot of people want to get into things for money, but that's the wrong reason because money isn't everything, you know. It's the only thing. You know, and we all need money, you know. And we need money to pay bills, to make life better, to do this, to do that, to do this, to do that. So, you know, at the end of the day, we're going to have to do something to make money. But if you're not rich, it doesn't matter. If you're poor, it doesn't matter too. It's just your path in life that you had to deal with. You know, the main thing is to be happy, whether you're rich, poor, no money, a lot of money. You know, some people have all the money in the world and they're not happy. And the poorest people to me are happy. They make do with what they have because they don't know what it's like. You know? When we were all young, if you're over 30, when you were young, you didn't have shit unless you were with a wealthy family. You know, you had to get everything, you know, the hard way. These kids now, they have everything. You know? They have everything they want. And everybody's parents that are my age, if you're like 40, 30 and you have kids, you want to give them what you didn't have. And that's the worst thing you could do, in my opinion. I mean, I'm not a parent, I don't have kids, but the people I see with kids, they spoil them too much, and then they start back talking them, and then you ruin their morals and values of valuing their parents. And then you end up kicking their ass, you know? Hi, Maria. Thanks for coming. Yeah, so basically, if you want to do something in life that you've always wanted to do, I suggest going for it all the way. Go all in. Mm-hmm. And never spoil your kids, like Raina said. Because if you grow up in a type of way where your parents didn't spoil you, then you shouldn't be spoiling your parents. I mean, you shouldn't be spoiling your kids as a parent. That's just my opinion. You know, I know we want to give if you have kids, I know you want to give them something that you didn't have. But you should always treat your kids like how you got treated, you know? But obviously not in a bad way, but in a good way. Like, teach them morals and values, teach them how to respect you. Because when they go to school, they can't talk shit to their teachers. They can't backtalk their teachers because they'll get detention or they'll get in trouble. So when they come home, they feel like they can talk to you in some type of way. Because my nephews, sometimes they talk to me like they're talking to their friends. And I'm like, hey, don't talk to me like that. Do you talk to your teacher like that? And they walk away because they're like, yeah, Uncle Mark's right. You know, I can't talk to my teacher like that, so I shouldn't be talking to him like that. You know? That's why if I ever have kids, they're gonna know what it's like to live in a way where you have to earn everything. If you want something, you have to earn it. You know, everything I have, I worked for. My parents didn't give me shit. They gave me food, clothes, water. They gave me a good education. They gave me everything I can possibly dream of as far as, you know, the basics. You know, when I wanted a bike, I had to buy it. I packed groceries at a grocery store when I was young. I worked at a beach putting out furniture for tourists on summertime. You know, I worked with my dad in construction. I worked wherever. I did whatever it took to make money because I wanted that brand new bike. I wanted a car. You know, I wanted all these things. But in order to do it, I had to work hard for it. And these kids just get handed things nowadays. Not everybody. I'm not saying everybody's like that, but majority of the people I know. You know, but anyway, I'm going to head out. It's been nice talking to everybody. Thanks for coming out. Check your sign if you missed it. And I'll probably be back tomorrow if it's not a hurricane, it's a tropical storm here. So if the storm doesn't mess up everything, I'll be back tomorrow. So hopefully all goes well. I'll be safe anyway. It's not that bad anyway. But anyway, have a good day, everybody. Have a blessed day. I hope your day is great tomorrow. And if it's not great, don't worry. The next day should be. To see you all later. Thanks a lot for coming up.